Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Informed American podcast, where I break down complex legislation so you know exactly what it means for you and your community. I'm Shelley Meyer, and today we're talking about Section 10106 of Trump's Big Beautiful Bill. It's a small line in a big bill, but it's one with big consequences for SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Starting in fiscal year 2027, USDA will only pay 25% of the administrative costs for SNAP programs. Right now, they cover 50%, which with states picking up the rest. And that's fine, but now it's more of a burden on the states. Administrative costs are things like processing applications, managing benefits, staffing offices and call centers, and fraud prevention. This means states will have to cover 75% of these costs and up from 50%. You might be thinking it's just administrative costs, right? Wrong. This could affect the program in a lot of ways. First, the state budget's under pressure. States may need to cut staff, close offices, or streamline services to cover extra costs. There's an indirect impact on SNAP recipients. Even if the benefit amounts don't change, delays in processing or renewals could leave families without food assistance when they need it the most. And then there's inequity across states. Wealthier states might absorb the change easily, poorer states not so much, which will lead to unequal access to SNAP services across the country. So here's some history to understand why this is important. SNAP is a federally paid, run by the states. The federal government traditionally splits administrative costs about evenly with the states. It reduces the federal share, shifts more financial responsibility to the states. This comes alongside other provisions in the Big Beautiful Bill that may reduce benefits or eligibility for certain populations, meaning families could feel the effects on multiple fronts. Experts warn that cutting administrative funding could slow down benefit distribution, increase errors, and discourage people from applying exactly when they need it the most. So here's what Americans need to take away from all this. Keep an eye on your state SNAP office. Changes to staffing or office hours could affect how quickly the benefits are processed. Now, this isn't just a line item budget change. It impacts real families, especially in states with limited resources, rural areas, things like that. And states will have to plan ahead for FY 2027 to manage the increased share of administrative costs. That's only a couple of years away, so states have to start now to budget for that. Even in small shifts in how programs are funded can ripple out to real consequences in American homes. Section 10106 may not make headlines, but it's an important example of how legislation affects food security in the U.S. Keep informed, ask questions, and watch how your state implements these changes. Even if you don't need SNAP benefits, pay attention. So that's it for today's episode of the Informed American podcast. I'm Shelley Meyer. I'm here to help you navigate the big bills so you can understand the real impact on everyday Americans. You're an everyday American, and now you're an informed American. Please be sure to like and subscribe and stay informed, stay engaged, and I'll see you next week.